Blam. We're live.
We're live. Yay. Welcome to...
We're live.
We're live. Welcome to another Monday night.
Yeah.
We talk about painting.
Yeah, this is Painter's Talk.
Oh, something like that. Where we have the goal to...
We can't say paint talk because somebody else has paint talk.
Yes, we can't do that. Anyways, we're here just to be a part of the community, to engage in paint talk. Which we can't say.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say, well, you can say it. It's just,
Okay.
I mean...
We're not the official paint talk, but we are talking about
we can
painting.
be official.
Okay. Oh my gosh. What are we here for tonight, Chris?
To give away stuff, man.
Oh, big giveaway. How can they be a part of the giveaway?
If you're just jumping on, you still got time because we're going to be giving away, tonight is the night, we're going to be giving away a Titan Cap Spray 115 HVLP sprayer, 6-stage turbine sprayer, the same sprayer we paint all of our cabinets with, and all of our iron fences. This is a $1,500 sprayer. This is the whole setup. This is the real deal. So we're giving this thing away tonight.
And we have another giveaway too.
We're giving away a Titan Maxim Elite gun, and that's the gun we use with our sprayer.
Yep.
So I think the sprayer, when you get the sprayer, it comes complete in a complete kit.
Yeah.
But we're also giving away just a gun to somebody else. So that's a $300 gun. So you don't want to miss out. So if you haven't gone and entered on our website, theidahopainter.com, you better jump over there because the only way to win, when we get on our app, we select it's an automatic a random thing. We click a button, boom, and it picks a winner out of that app of the people that have entered to win on our website, theidahopainter.com. Go over it. Keep getting questions. Even just a little bit ago, 15 minutes ago.
Idaho Painter, not...
It was the Idaho Painter. If you go to Idaho Painter, that's...
Not going to find it.
That's our painting company. Go to the Idaho Painter, go up to the right, and if you just click free giveaways, it's going to be a blank page. There's two drop down. Just drop down, go to tool giveaways, click that, and then there's 3 giveaways on there right now, but the 2 tonight is the Cap Spray 115 and the Titan Maxim Elite gun. Then we're going to give away some other swag. We're going to be giving away some stickers, some cool, super rad Idaho Painter stickers, some super rad Paint Life stickers, and we also, Titan sent us just all kinds of stuff. They sent us a PPS setup that turn your gun into a PPS gun, so you can turn it upside down and spray us. They sent us a remote pot to give away. They sent us
well, that's okay.
A transfer pump.
Oh
It's a transfer pump, so it makes your cap. I'm too excited. I'm like,
okay. That is good to be excited. But we are here tonight to talk about exterior. Should I spray, brush, or roll? And the thing is our channel is about educating, equipping, and empowering you. But we want you to not just spoon feed you. We want you to think about what you're doing and why. Because you should know, why do I spray? There's a reason. There's a time and a place for everything. And so that's what we want to talk about. Because we get a lot of comments like, Chris puts up a little video for 30 seconds or a minute and people will say, no back roll, ? Because there's a time to back roll and there's a time not to back roll. And so we shouldn't just make assumptions. And if you're a painter, if you're a DIYer or a professional painter, when you walk up to a project, you should know what equipment is going to equip you the best for the project to give you the most quality finish. Sometimes it's spraying, sometimes it's not. But we were thinking about the analogies of if somebody came to you and said, I don't need a cell phone, I have my landline. Or I don't need a computer, I have an encyclopedia. We would think that's silly. Well, some people talk about brushing and rolling and think spraying is horrible. That doesn't make any sense. What do you think? We want you to think tonight.
Andrew says you keep me from getting off track.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew, for the super chat.
We really appreciate that. So to start it off, Chris, I received an email this week. I wrote an estimate to a lady who wants us to possibly paint her house. And she emailed me saying, are you going to spray or brush and roll? My question is, people, why is she asking us that? Why is she asking us that? And is that a good question for a customer to ask?
Yeah, it's this is what one of the things we want to get out of this whole situation, or get out of this live show, is to teach you guys, when you start a project, start a job on every single house, you need to ask yourself, does this house need to be back rolled? Should I spray this house? Should I brush and roll this house? What method of painting should I use? And I think one of the things, I'll put out a 30-second little Instagram clip. I put out a lot of stuff on Instagram, these little clips of what we're doing and stuff. And people will fire back on this thing. You're not back rolling. You're not in, all these little weird things, and questioning what we're doing. And they'll say it like in a negative tone, in a negative manner, like we're not doing a good job because we're not back rolling, or we're not doing a good job because we're not brushing and rolling it. And what you really need to do is ask yourself, is it necessary to back roll in this situation? Is it okay to spray in this situation? What is the best method to apply this paint? How are you going to get the best look? How's it going to look like a professional did it? And then there's multiple ways you can do it. You can brush it, you can roll it, you can spray it with an airless sprayer, you can spray it with an HVLP sprayer, you can spray and back roll it, you can just roll and back roll it, or you can back roll it before you spray, you can back roll it after you spray. There's so many different methods, and it's just really important that you just determine what is the proper way to apply the paint to make the paint last the longest and make your finish look the best. And I just think a lot of people are missing that simple step of just evaluating the situation. And I think a lot of people don't understand too. They'll watch our videos and people don't understand, even from region to region across the United States, what we have here is a lot of this composite siding, and it's kind of like, it looks like wood, but it's not wood, and it looks like it has grain, but it's not grain. It's kind of fake, and it has like this paper layer over the top of it, so it's smooth. And so in those cases, it's not necessary to back roll it unless it has a lot of blistering on it.
And that's DERN is saying that always heard that spraying needs to be followed up by brushing in, and that could be good and that could be very bad. And we're going to talk about that tonight, because one method does not work for every substrate, every surface. Some things could be good and some things could be bad, but we just want people to start thinking, and not necessarily, I think as humans we have critical spirits, and we'll be like, oh, he's doing it wrong, he's bad. But take a step back and say, maybe there's more than one way to do it, and maybe there's a reason. Because if you just think there's one way to do it, then you need to think.
Yep.
And you need to know.
So, and I can see even some question or some comments coming up here, right here. Somebody made a comment. Rich made a comment. If it's not HVLP, it gets back rolled. And to me, I don't necessarily believe that that's true, because if it's not an HVLP, if I'm spraying a metal door, and we get all the man doors on the houses we paint are metal doors, or smooth metal doors, and we spray them, and it gives them a very nice look. Now, if you go back over and back roll that thing, it's going to stipple it, and it'll give it this just kind of I tell John I got to text him. Go ahead and talk for a second.
Oh, but just that whole thing of, if it's not HVLP, it gets back rolled. That's not always the case, what we see. There are surfaces, like Chris was saying, a metal door. If you back roll it, you're going to mess up how the paint's been applied with the sprayer. And so you do not want to back roll on metal. What else? Vinyl siding is smooth. Yeah. Do you want to back roll that?
No. So the whole purpose of back rolling, and we're starting to get off like just talking about back rolling. Yeah. What we really want to talk about tonight is when we spray, when we don't spray, when we brush and roll. But back rolling, just the topic of back rolling is so you push the paint into the little pores, crevices, cracks, and stuff, so it gets down into there, bites better, and so you don't have little hairline fractures and cracks where still moisture can get through the paint underneath the siding or into your substrate. So back rolling, like blistered siding, back rolling rough stucco, there's a point when you want to do that, but Vinyl siding, there's absolutely no reason to back roll vinyl siding because you're going to throw on this really nice, good layer of paint using an airless sprayer. And there is no pores and crevices. There's nothing in vinyl siding if it's in good condition to warrant back rolling. Now, if the vinyl siding had a lot of chalkiness and you power washed it and cleaned it really well, you might want to back roll it then. But you got to consider what the back rolling is going to do to your finish ultimately in the end. We like all of our doors to come out with a nice glassy finish, and that's why we don't brush or roll our doors or back roll them. We spray them and then we leave them, and they look awesome. They have this really nice automobile-like finish. Yeah.
So there's definitely a time for everything. But I guess that's my question is, why would a customer ask me, how we're applying the paint? Have they been told by somebody that spraying is bad? I know some people do market their companies saying, I only brush and roll, I don't use sprayers. And to me, does that make sense to you guys? Like, I think it's like saying, I have an encyclopedia. Why do I have a computer? I don't need a computer. To me, we want to be open-minded. We want to try new products. We want to try new tools. You're showing that tool that you just found out about. We want to try new things and get the best finish for our customers and for our projects. And if it's trying new things and doing new things, but somebody obviously has marketed this woman saying, brush and roll is the only way to go. Don't spray. Spraying's bad, and that's just silly.
Yeah, when I first started my career painting, I started with Darren. When we were painting, we back rolled everything because what I learned from Darren, and he just learned from the painters he painted with, that you just back roll everything, and that's kind of what it's just kind of like it's just passed down from generation to generation. And then eventually, when Darren started his own company, I started my own, or just stuck with B&K Painting. I started asking myself, why am I back rolling? What is the point of doing this? And I started looking at what the finish looks like after it's been back rolled, what it looks like if it's not back rolled, and then started really thinking through it. What is the whole purpose of back rolling? Because back rolling, you can make your finish look a lot worse. You can even take the paint off as you back roll if your nap or your roller is not saturated with paint. If it starts to get dry, it's going to start pulling the paint off, so you're defeating the purpose. But back rolling, the whole purpose of back rolling is to get the paint to adhere better, to get down in the pores and crevices, to fill it all in and help it level all out, and then ultimately it's going to make your finish last longer. So John's trying to get on. Let's see. Oh, I texted the wrong person.
Technical difficulty.
Go ahead and talk, Lisa. John is trying to get on.
Go ahead and talk. So anyways, I really want to read. I'm not seeing the feed move, so I don't have the mouse. So I don't know if people are talking. But I think that is definitely something that we want to do. We want to think. It was good that Chris stopped and said, what does this finish am I looking for, and is back rolling getting me what I want? And so that's what we want you guys to do. When you go start a job, think, what is my goal, and get all the tools so that you can meet your goal.
Yeah, so I've just been working with John is at home. He's trying to jump on. He's going to start answering a bunch of people's questions here. Yeah. So I changed the password to YouTube, and John didn't know the password. So
sometimes you get hacked.
Yeah, so he's hopefully he's going to get on here in a second. He's on. John's on. Says he's on, so kind of cool. So,
why don't we give away a sticker right now?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll give John a chance. You should start seeing him answer your questions. Let's kind of say a shout out. We got Burgess Perry is on. Oh, What a Night is on. Kind of cool. Leslie Hooper is on. David Raymond, Steve Galley. We see a bunch of Tech Pro Painting is on. Andrew Slovacek, Rich Goodrich, Dan
Who was the painter that's in our local that took a picture of our van and saw it out on the street today? I want to give a shout out to them.
That doesn't have his name, but this is YouTube, so his avatar could be different.
Oh, is it MNP or something like that?
Yeah, so there was.
I want to give a shout out to a local company.
Kind of cool. They took a picture of our van and posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah,
kind of cool to have. We got to meet them someday.
Yeah, I told them to stop us next time, and we'll give them a Paint Life shirt.
Can they pick a number?
It was M&J Painting LLC. Yeah, so here we go. We're gonna we got a number. The first person to guess this number between 1 and 50, we're gonna give them a Paint Life sticker or a Idaho Painter sticker.
Idaho Painter sticker.
So here we go.
So pick.
John's probably ready to go here. Between 1 and 50, we're gonna hand out a sticker right now just to get warmed up on giving some giveaways.
Well, because we have some big giveaways. We have the gun, and then we have the cap spray. And even like the cap spray, I was thinking about, because we're going to talk about spraying, brushing, and rolling, and when to use different things. And sprayers. I mean, how many different sprayers do you have?
Oh my gosh. Well, how many different ones, or how many total? How many?
Different ones.
We have HVLP sprayers. We have, so let me tell John.
The number?
You got to tell me like before that.
Tell John the number.
So John's got the number now.
Okay.
So we have HVLP sprayers, we have handheld airless sprayers, we have like kind of a hybrid handheld airless HVLP. Titan makes it's called the Flex Spray. So Graco makes the handheld that we have. We have
440,
all kinds of. We got big airless sprayers, little airless sprayers. We got the 440s, the 395s, the 1140s, the 795s, the 695s. We're loaded when it comes to sprayers.
And I guess that's what my thought is, if I had a 5,000 square foot house that I was going to paint, and I came out with a little handheld sprayer, you would think I'm silly using that. You would be like, why are you using that? It's going to take you forever. And so I did see a winner. And so that's the whole point, is there is definitely a time and place. We brush and roll every day, but we spray also. And spraying does not make quality bad, and it doesn't, let's talk about the pros of spraying.
Yeah, we'll talk about, so the winner, we got a winner, Capstone Painting.
Capstone Painting,
was the first one to guess the number. John found them, so Capstone Painting. John is going to enter in what you want to do to get your winnings. You email liveshow at the-idaho-painter.com, and then you just got to tell us what you want, and then we'll send it to you. So and you got to give us your mailing address. So. And
in about 15 minutes we're going to do the first giveaway, which is the gun. Where is it? Isn't it behind me? No, it's behind you.
The gun
behind you in our little office. Oh, yeah. Here it is,
right there. So we're going to talk about we're going to get on to spraying. We'll talk about airless spraying versus brushing and rolling, and we'll stick with the outside exterior of houses.
Yeah.
And because it's a whole long subject, I could talk for several hours on each one. So we're just going to stick with exteriors because that's what we're still painting right now. Mm-hmm. We're going to be going on to the interiors here in just a couple weeks, and then we're going to be doing a show when we spray, when we brush and roll, when we back roll on interiors. But on exteriors, we'll just talk about the house that we painted today. And and there's things that you want to spray, and there's that you should spray, and there's things that you don't need to spray. Could you just brush and roll a whole entire house? That's what people used to do 20, 30 years ago.
But it doesn't necessarily make the best, and you're not necessarily going to get the best overall coverage either.
Correct.
When we're talking about like the mill thickness and how for warranties and stuff like that.
So let's talk about the benefits of airless sprayers, and there is a benefit, and there is a reason why we have them. There's a reason why Graco and Titan and even Tritech sell sprayers, why they're so huge, why they're spraying. Because for one thing, sprayers make you money, and sprayers make it so you can paint extremely fast. An airless sprayer, you can get paint on the wall a lot faster than you can ever get it on the wall with a brush and a roller. So you can spray fast. You can put the coating on thicker and more even with an airless sprayer.
So that's not, you have the stereotype of blow and go. That sounds like bad, but the sprayer is actually very good.
The sprayer, just like you said, the sprayer, it's a means to getting the paint on a surface without having to dip and load a roller. That's what it basically comes down to. Instead of having to just either a 9-inch roller or an 18-inch roller, rolling it and then put it on your wall or put it on your ceiling, now you have the ability to just spray it on, and you can decide whether you need to back roll it or not after you sprayed it on, and you can get it on extremely fast. And we've timed ourselves painting rooms rooms with airless sprayers when I was, doing new construction, and an average size bedroom that's like about 12 by 12, I can spray the whole entire room in less than 5 minutes. And that's the closets, the ceilings, and all the walls. That's how fast you can get the paint on. Now, there's no way you can do that with, a roller. And I know some people will, chime in and say, well, I can load up just a pan and start rolling the walls faster than you can, load up your sprayer and get going with your sprayer and then clean up. But once you've learned how to load those sprayers up, I can load up a sprayer, get that thing primed, ready to go just as fast as you can break out the tray, the pan, and put your roller and stuff together. It's really, the setup is very minimal.
And probably the finished product, because the thing is you'll never sacrifice the quality of your work.
Yeah, I think,
for speed.
There's definitely certain times when the quality is going to be way better with an airless sprayer than it is going to be, brushing and rolling. And for instance, on interior trim, I know there's a lot of good painters out there, and there's a lot of good painters that brush and roll stuff, and there's a lot of additives you can add to your paint, but you can never achieve the quality of finish using a fine finish tip, spraying your interior trim on a new construction house.
Oh yeah.
And how fast you can spray using an airless sprayer. The trim, this is a new construction. It's about painting this house really fast and getting a high quality finish. And airless sprayers are by far the best thing to use. When it comes to doing gutters, we'll just get back to the outsides. If we're talking about exteriors of houses, the gutters on the houses, they're mounted on there. They have a factory finish when they come out, and they're brand new, and they have they're powder coated and just look like glass. If you try to brush those gutters, no matter how good you are, you're going to leave some form of roping on there, some form of stippling, and they're just never going to look as good. If you spray them with an airless sprayer and a fine finish tip, they're going to look absolutely amazing. They're going to look brand new. The people won't even be able to tell that wasn't the factory finish. Yep.
So I have a note saying there's a lot of craftsmanship that goes into spraying. Because sometimes you think, oh, I have my paintbrush and I'm artistic and I'm not. But a sprayer, you need that also.
It takes a lot of years to learn, and it takes years to learn. I started spraying, and I was self-taught. I had to learn by myself, and I self-taught myself. The very first house was our own house, and I started my own house, and I absolutely butchered the house. And I would say it took me, probably 3, 4, even maybe 5 years to get it where I had it really just mastered, and had it down. And even now, even as much knowledge as I have, as much as I've used it, if you switch products, from product to product, it's so different, and you can still get runs, you can still get flashing, and your learning curve is going to be a lot shorter, but it's interesting. Spraying there's an art to it, and it takes somebody that's very talented with a gun, and it takes somebody teaching and training them the proper methods to doing it, and how to control overspray, how to not get flashing, how to not get runs, and how to spray without getting spits. There's a lot to it, and a lot of people don't understand that.
And it's easier to control how much paint gets put on the surface also, right? Compared to a roll and brush.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits to spraying is you are getting your paint on, say, a wall or on your trim or on a door. You're getting it in an completely even across the board. When you're rolling it, you can't control it as how even it is, as good as well and as easy as you can with an airless sprayer. There's a big difference. And if you're rolling walls, if you're not really careful to keep that that nap or that roller completely saturated with paint, as you go back over it, it can take off paint. That's the same with back rolling. If somebody's spraying in front of you and you're not staying right behind them, you're too far behind and the paint's starting to dry and coagulate, you're going to stipple it really bad, or you're going to start painting. If you're not keeping your roller saturated, you're going to start pulling paint off the wall because the paint's, your roller's dry, so now it needs to load itself and it's just going to take it right off the wall.
So I think that's the biggest part is, we want people to think about what they're doing and say, for this, I always do it. Well, then tell us why. Tell us why you always tell us, Chris, you always back roll when you're doing a fence. You spray the product on, and then you back roll. Why do you do that?
Yeah, up here, I can only talk about fences up here. It's very, very, very. In my career, I've never seen really, maybe once or twice, a smooth fence. They're all rough cedar. And that rough cedar, I see painters will drive by them because there's cedar fences all over around here, and they're just spraying them and they're not back rolling them. That fence is only going to last a year or 2 years because the rough cedar, you got to get it down in there. You got to push it down into the grain, push it into the pores so it gets down there, because really the Airless sprayer is just kind of throwing this coating over the top, and it's not pushing and wrapping around all those nooks and crannies and crevices. So we back brush as somebody sprays, and somebody has to be right behind that person.
So right behind
them, literally
together.
within feet. I mean, if you're weighting a whole panel, it's all the product is already soaked in, and there is really nothing to back brush, and so you're really not doing anything, not serving any purpose.
You have videos on that, though.
I do. We got a lot of videos on doing fences. We got videos on back rolling interiors, videos back rolling stucco. I just showed a video on Instagram. I just posted it a couple days ago, back rolling stucco.
But you don't always back roll stucco, too.
We don't. Yeah, so
some stucco you just spray and that's it. Call it good.
Yeah, and we'll get this a lot. There's some types of stuccos up here. They're this it's like kind of like this really fine color coat, and it's not really rough. It doesn't have these like nooks and crannies. They're kind of just like little pebbles that are on there, and the people just want to change the color or paint it, because the stucco is a color in itself, but it eventually fades like paint. And so then if you want it to look fresh, you got to spray it, and spraying it is good. That's all you need to do. You don't need to back roll it. When we back roll stucco is if you start to get hairline cracks in it. We're going to try to fill those hairline cracks with an elastomeric coating. And so when we got that elastomeric coating, we're back rolling it, pushing it in. So we're looking at the stucco. We're looking at the situation when you're spraying it. Is it leaving voids? Is it getting down into the nooks and crannies? Just watch your sprayer. Watch the paint as it comes out. What is the paint doing when it hits the surface? And when I'm spraying the siding of a house, is it flowing? Is it leveling out? I'm watching it the whole time. I'm watching it, hit, and I'm kind of looking at how is it laying out, how thick is it coming out, and just watching it to make sure that it's not going to run, and that I'm spraying the right pattern. And yeah.
So when you talk about mill thickness and warranties, don't a lot of paint companies, they only warranty if it's on so thick?
That's correct. So you have to look at it. You got to read the spray can. So the can of paint cans. On the can of paint, it tells you exactly how thick the paint has to be on there. If it's not that thick, then if there is some type of warranty claim, when they take a sample of that paint, they're not going to cover the warranty, and they will sample your paint. They've come out, and I've had warranty issues before with some paint stores, and they've taken it to the labs, and we've always passed it thick enough. And it was interesting because Zach, we've taught Zach. He's worked for us for several years now, and now Zach is doing a lot of spraying. And I just saw him yesterday Friday. I think it was Friday or maybe today. He was no, it was last week. He had I'm trying to think of the house because he was on the second story. He pulled out a mill thickness gauge, and you can get these things. They have them at the paint stores, and you touch your surface, and then you look at it, and they'll tell you how thick your paint is. We need to give him a
little bonus because that's good. That's catching him do good.
Yeah, that was.
We want him to pay attention to how much paint's getting on the house because we want, if there is a paint failure, the people to be warranted.
John does it too. John carries in his tool bag. He keeps a mill thickness gauge, and so he'll test it every now and then to just see how the paint's coming out. Is he applying it thick enough? And so you kind of get an idea of your tip size you're using, how slow you need to go. Is your overlapping good? As you test it, just here and there, just break it out, check it, and make sure you're putting it on thick enough. But we do need to talk about what we spray.
Okay, let's talk about what we spray, and then we have a giveaway. And then we'll move on to brushing and rolling, and then we have another giveaway. And right now, it's your last chance to enter for these giveaways. How do they do that, Chris?
If you haven't entered, you better jump on theidahopainter.com, and on the right-hand side, it says giveaways. Drop down one tab because it has a drop-down menu. You got to click on there, and you have to enter because we get on our laptop, and we use that app to randomly select the winner, so there's no bias in it at all. It's going to randomly select one, and whoever it selects has to be on the live show.
Yeah.
So if you're not on the live show, we give you 5 minutes to claim your prize on the live show. John watches, and if you're not here, we just hit the select button
5
again.
minutes. So I think it's time.
When you go to the we'll give them just a couple minutes. When you go there, there's also on our website a little pop-up box that gives you the opportunity to join our newsletter. I write newsletters every now and then with some cool tips and tricks and stuff. I just sent one out today, and about about using HVLP sprayers and when we use HVLP sprayers and stuff. So it's kind of had some cool tips and tricks, and doesn't cost you anything. You just jump on there and get our newsletter. And then we're also on Facebook and Instagram. We love Instagram. Facebook is gonna it's probably over 12,000 followers now.
I looked at it about like an hour ago, and it was 11,999, and I tried to get Armando to subscribe to be the 12,000.
And we're approaching 20,000 followers on Instagram, and we're always posting these just little 30-second, 1-minute clips, and it's fun. And those are on Instagram. Those are tips and tricks that you won't even see on YouTube. And that's we're just live out in the field, and we just break out our phone and just video something. So
but we love people are like getting shirts from us. People are showing us their work. We love the engagement. I love to hear from you guys and see the work that you're doing, and so definitely.
Alexander Aguilar says, "Hi, I'm a painter from Texas. Texas
Thanks
is in the
for being with us. Okay.
Go Dallas Cowboys, huh? Old Man Skinner. I want to win something."
Okay, I think we're about time.
So, John, get ready. We're gonna be. John will have his watch. I think we do it like every 3 minutes. So John's gonna have his timer. So you're
5.
That's too long because I think we did it last time for 3 minutes because we'll burn through all of our time on the show.
So you have to be with us, and you have to. What do they have to do?
What?
They have to say I'm here to win.
Yeah, if
we gotta get your address.
If your name is selected, you have to get on here and verify. You got to get on here. Boom. Type in your email address. Say I'm the one that just won, because the way we verify it is the email address that you put on here. So I'm gonna go select the competition right now. We're gonna give away the Maximum Elite gun.
Yay!
So here we go.
Yay.
And we'll show you this. It's probably too bright for. We'll see if you guys can see it on your screen.
I can see it.
You could see it, but I don't know if they can see it.
I can't see it.
They can kind of see it. It's right there. So here we go. We're gonna push the button. It says winners. So I'm gonna draw a winner, and here we go. Bam! It's drawing, and let's see, draw, and here it goes. So the first person, Fred Beeman. Fred Beeman. You got to notify us, Fred Beeman. If you're on the show, you better jump on.
Beman.
Beman. Just
Fred Beeman
was the person selected for the Titan Maximum Elite gun. So John's better be watching to see.
Fast.
So
Fred Beeman.
So this is the person that just got selected, and if he's not on the show. I just typed his name in right there. So John, and then you got to type in Fred. If you're here with us, you better hurry up. John's timing you.
Yeah.
And John's timing you, so you got to jump on, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. So I haven't seen anybody jumping on there yet.
That's okay. John's watching it, so.
Yeah.
We'll see if he shows up. That was the rule.
Is Fred out there? Fred, are you there?
So I think that's the big thing, is to definitely think about what you're doing and to not be so stuck in your ways of not being open-minded. It'd be like, why would I use a computer? I have an encyclopedia. Well, we don't want to be like that as painters. We want to know that people are inventing all kinds of cool things, and that's what's cool about us. We have an opportunity to get new products and to test them out. And that's fantastic that people are sitting there creating stuff and giving us a chance to, do things quicker, do things more efficient, do things with less waste.
Yeah, I think the key here is to be open-minded, and that's the one thing. When I started painting, I was very open-minded. I wanted to learn. I had this like hunger to learn, and what's the best way to do things, what's the fastest way to do things, and I just had this real desire to learn. Most guys would paint some of the houses. They'll take a week to paint a house, and I'm like, you got to be able to do this in a day. There has to be, I mean, with these sprayers and the technology we have. And so I just started trying different methods and just thinking outside the box, you know. And, when it really comes down to it, I know that I get criticized on some of the blogs out there, and I won't mention the one blog that really butchers me, and they all call me a blow and go painter.
Yeah.
But I think it's very important. I mean, we are not blow and go painters. We do high-end custom homes. We do excellent, just top-end work. I mean, our number one thing is giving good customer service and a high-quality paint job. And we're always searching for the best ways to do things. Not the fastest and cheapest, but we want good, quick ways to do things and do them the proper way that's going to benefit the customer the most and give them a good quality paint job.
Whether it's a small house or a big, I mean, our work, we want to be consistent, regardless who's our customer. And so,
I haven't seen Fred jump on. So, John, whenever you text me, John, when I need to select the button again. So, I think their time's probably coming to an end.
Yeah.
Looks like we might. Yeah. Sorry, Fred. Fred, where are you? Where art thou?
Bueller. Okay, that's aging us, Cheryl. Because that's when we were in high school.
What was that?
Bueller. Don't you remember?
No, I don't remember. What is that?
Okay. He was a what was he? He was a wrestler, so he wasn't hip and cool and watch that
really?
Stuff. Yeah, but now he is. Now his new word is
rad. That ain't new. That's like an old word.
I know, but it's your new word. It's your new word.
So time now. John says time's up.
You have to be here. You have to be here.
We're gonna let's see. Here we go. Winner status. We're gonna have to revoke that. Repick the winner. Here we go. It's revoking. Fred, you've been revoked.
Ooh,
sorry.
Sad. Gotta be here. That's the rule.
It's repicking John Wheeler. I know I've seen him on the show before. John Wheeler.
We hope you're here, John.
John Wheeler, you got 3 minutes to let us know you're here.
We hope you're here.
I know I've seen him on the live show before.
Yeah, John Wheeler. So, you type it in?
Yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory.
John
Everybody knows
Wheeler.
how to spell John.
Shore Property Maintenance.
Don't say you can't, because he has to verify. Don't say anything. Just John Wheeler. There's only one John Wheeler. So John, I just typed his name in. He's got to, John. You got to jump on.
You got to be with us.
You guys went to the extent of actually going to the website and entering to win. You know, Monday night, 7 p.m. This is your chance to win.
Yeah.
So. I'm not seeing John. John, where art thou?
He has 3 minutes, and then we're going to move on. So we'll see.
All right,
we'll see how it goes.
Text me, John, when 3 minutes is up.
So we talked about spraying, but brushing and rolling. Let's talk about that, because we got so many paint brushes. We use brushes and we use rollers. They're good things.
So we'll talk about spraying, brushing, and rolling. So what do we spray? So we spray the whole body of the house. We always spray the body of the house, irregardless of what the substrate is. If it's composite siding, is it T111 siding, is it rough sawn cedar? We're going to spray it. Then we're going to determine if it needs to be back rolled before or back rolled after. We're going to determine that. Sometimes we back roll before on just spot areas that need it. And sometimes if it's T111 siding, we're going to back roll the whole thing, just like a fence. We're going to do it like a fence. But you're like smiling like you see some pretty cool stuff coming up.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm listening.
You're just happy?
I'm seeing if he's showing up, but if not, we'll find out.
We're going to have to pick somebody else out. So, so we spray the body of the house. Mm-hmm. We spray all the doors. Typically up here, all the doors are metal. We do run into some wood doors here and there, but we're always going to spray our doors. The front door, we always take the front door off, typically. Well, I'm not going to say always, but the majority of the time we'll take the front door off. We take it, set it down, lay it on buckets, and we spray it down. All the other side doors, we spray them up while they're still up. We remove the weather strips, mask around them, and spray them up. So we spray like the garage doors. that roll up. We spray the body. We spray the side doors, French doors. We also spray the gutters. So all the gutters that are mounted on the fascia, and then we spray the downspouts. So if there's, I think John and Fred are gonna be upset tomorrow. That's what Capstone Painting says.
Yeah, that is a bummer, but that's the rule.
That's the rule. I'm sure time's almost up. So that's what we spray. So now what do we brush and roll? When it comes to, people are going to ask me, so why don't we spray the trim? Why don't we spray the fascia? Mm-hmm. Now, the fascia is typically like a rougher surface, and it's always, it's not always cedar, but just typically rougher and gets more weathering and stuff like that. So it's more beneficial to roll it. And time's up. He's so it's more beneficial to roll it than it is to spray it. And then the fascia is always where the roof is, and trying to keep overspray off the roof is not easy. So here we go. I'm going to revoke the winner again. Repick. Do 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 do. So it's repicking Dino Verzillo. Dino Verzillo.
Type that in.
I haven't seen that person on either.
But that could be an avatar name.
I've never even seen that person on our live show ever.
But how do you know?
That's true.
Because we have different names people use.
Dino,
it's your chance. You got 3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes to win the $300. It's a $300 Maximum Elite gun, our favorite gun. This is John's favorite gun. John says by far, this is the gun he prefers and likes to use. And Titan provided that to give away. So we're
keep getting interrupted, but right now we're talking about when to brush and roll, and you talked about the fascia, that you don't spray the fascia because you...
It's more beneficial to brush and roll the fascia. We'll roll it on and then back brush it and lay it out. So all the fascia, all the window trim is brushed and rolled, and we typically have to do 2 coats with it. Dino is a Flintstone pet.
Okay, now we're go back to what you're saying.
So you brush and roll all the window trim, door trim, the door trim, like the door jambs. The method that we go about, we brush and roll them. So we put the paint on with a roller one side, then I take and I like to lay it out, from top to bottom and make it look really nice with a roller. And so I just think, most of the time the type the type of substrate you're dealing with on all the trim, it's definitely more beneficial to roll times up again.
My goodness.
I mean, this would make our show go a little bit faster if somebody would be here. Sorry, Dino. They're going to go watch this live show a week from now and see that they won. And so here we go. Again,
it's picking. To win.
It's repicking, and it's John Cobobel. John Cobobel.
So write it or spell it out.
I don't know if I've ever seen him on the live show either. Kobobel. John, you better come. Festival. Somebody said Festival is #1. David Wharf. Festival is absolutely amazing. Festival makes some just amazing stuff. Man, the feed's going crazy.
Okay, so you're talking about when
we brush and roll.
So when it's rougher, because you want to work it in, and you don't want to deal with masking. It's harder to get in the crevices. So it takes more time. Yeah, the brushing and rolling, so here's another thing, the trim around the window is made out of up here the same material as the siding is. It's like this composite siding. What it is just glorified cardboard is all it really is. And that's 90% of the homes up here, that's what they are. Or they're the hardy plank, which is, hardy plank sometimes is better to back roll because it's kind of like a porous concrete siding. But are you watching to see if anybody pops in there? Yeah, that's okay.
But the trim itself is the same, but once you've sprayed the body, the amount of time it would take to just mask off that window, 9-inch paper around the trim and then spray the trim, you could just roll it. And you roll it so fast. We can roll the trim so fast. The door jamb, the same thing. Trying to mask the door jamb, because as you shoot the door jamb, the overspray is going to shoot up into the soffit and everything. Trying to mask it, you can brush and roll the door jamb way faster.
Okay.
Yeah, it's way faster to do to paint it, with a brush and roller. So it's really, you just have to determine, and just evaluate what you're doing. I mean, there's times when you really do not not have to back roll. I mean, it's not necessary to back roll. And so you don't need to back roll vinyl siding. You don't need to back roll metal siding, metal doors. If you had a wood door that's got a lot of checking on it and it's very weathered, the clear coat is weathered through and worn out, and you're going to paint it, or you're going to put another clear coat on it, you're going to probably want to back brush or back roll that on an exterior of a door. On here, the composite siding they have up here, it comes pre-primed. It's typically in new construction. The painters paint it once. It's got a coating of paint on it. By the time we come around and have to paint it, the paints might be a little bit faded and chalky and stuff, but still it's a very sound surface. And you can just spray it without backrolling it. However, a lot of times the siding up here, because of the material it is, this composite siding, will get these little blisters in it, and those little blisters, it'll get it in large areas, and you need to sand that blistering. We brush it with P.O. Bond, and then we back brush it with paint before we spray it. So we're going through this like triple process, and we're putting 3 layers on. We're putting a layer times up.
Oh no!
Goodness
You
sakes,
still have a
guys.
chance.
Why do you come on here and enter to win and don't show up on the live show? I gave people warnings yesterday on Facebook and Instagram, and I gave people warnings today. You gotta be, and it even says when you enter, you have to. So Tina Counterman. I haven't seen Counterman. Tina. TINA COUNTER. I haven't seen that person on here either.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We've given so much warning.
By the time we give away this gun that
the show's going to be over.
The show's going to be over, and we won't even have to give away the 115.
I think we should probably start trying to give away the 115 now, too, with the way it's going. We, only have 15 minutes.
I know.
Huh.
Come on, let's... Revoked. So...
I think we'll try one. If Tina doesn't pick it, we'll give her one more shot, and then we're going to go to the next person. What
is the best method to paint wood paneling or roller or spray? So that's a good question. So wood paneling is typically on the inside of a house, and so we run into different types of wood paneling, and some of them are very smooth, but then they're they got these 6-inch slats, and then there's this little rough middle piece, and you can spray that paneling and it all will look fine, except that one little piece kind of looks rough in the middle. And I've sprayed paneling, and I've also sprayed in back roll paneling. If you look at your paneling, it's really smooth. It doesn't have any grain in it, like deep crevices and stuff. Then you probably don't need to back roll it or roll it. I would spray it. So it just depends on the type of paneling you have. Some paneling is kind of it's real wood, and it's like imitation wood, or it's got a wood veneer on it that just has it's been clear coated, stained and clear coated. And if it's real wood veneer, you're gonna have to time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Here we go.
Oh no!
We don't think we've ever had to do this before. This many picks.
No, and there's.
Here we go.
People
Revoke.
With us.
Bam. Revoke. We got to see somebody on here. Some Greg Andreas. I've seen Greg Andreas before.
Greg Andreas.
Greg Andreas.
Greg Andreas, you have 3 minutes, and then I think we need to quit on this.
I know, it's crazy.
Because we need to give it away. I don't know what's going on.
My mom's on.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Mom, you got to put a little picture in your little avatar circle. So everybody, my mom joined, Kathy Moore.
Yep.
So she's watching me. Well, yeah, I guess maybe it is
my neighbor's Kathy Moore.
We've painted for a Kathy Moore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So if you're my mom, please verify your identity.
Say hi.
Let's see.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's here.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, Greg, what's your email address?
Greg Andrus.
Let's see. At Greg Andrus, you win. Let's see. What's his email?
Greg is here. Greg is here. He's here. He's here. Where is he? Greg said he's here. Well, he needs to send us his
Fire your email off real quick so we can verify it.
Yep, we need to verify.
John says Greg is on.
Okay, Greg.
So it looks
if you're on, we need to see your email.
So we got Greg Andreas as a winner. We're going to go off to... We better start
the
Titan
other
cap
one.
Spray.
Because if we don't, we're going to be here all night. And we got things to do tonight.
Greg, let me see if he's...
I'm your mom. No, you're not, D-E-R-N. Oh, she is your mom.
Let's see. He's got Greg's Studio at Sock. That isn't the email that you use to enter, Greg.
But we'll verify. You got to verify. Email us at the live show, and we'll verify.
Yeah, it's a different email that was used.
Yeah.
So fire off your other email, Greg.
To our email address. He doesn't need to put it on there.
Yeah, he doesn't need to put it up there.
Congratulations, Greg.
Yeah, so
people know you, and I know that painting company.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Where's Greg? Can just tell us where he's from. So he's verified it already.
Okay.
So McKenna, he said he verified. So here we go.
We're gonna do the big Titan 115.
Here we go. See the Titan, the Cap Spray 115. This is a fit. Grab that sprayer. While I
grab
pick
it.
The winner. Yeah, we gotta show people the sprayer. Where is
okay.
It? Here, I'll grab it. We gotta show him.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. He just needs to email us.
This is the sprayer. Well, this isn't the actual one. This is one of mine. But this is the Titan Cap Spray 1. This is a 105. We're giving away a 115. Ooh. A 115 is their best one. 6-stage turbine unit, can spray heavier materials than any other HVLP sprayer on the market. So it's awesome. We've painted cabinets, made tons and tons of money painting cabinets with that thing for the last 3 years.
So would it be a good thing to paint the outside of a 5,000 square foot house?
No, an HVLP sprayer is for small projects like that you really want to fine finish, like cabinets. We use them to control overspray.
Furniture?
Furniture, iron fences, so you can dial down you got way more control with an HVLP sprayer, pattern control, overspray control. An HVLP sprayer transfers more material to the surface than an airless sprayer does, significantly more.
So we're going to push it in case the first person's
so
not
here
here.
We go.
This is it. This is for the Titan 115.
Here we go.
That's
we
what
got
we've been talking about.
Delete the invalid actions. So there are people that try to enter invalid, entries and stuff like that, and our system is smart. We use Gleam. So here we go. Draw winners. Here we go. Blam. We're drawing a winner. What if the same person wins?
Well, then they're winners.
They'd be killer.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Dino Verzillo won the cap spray, and he's not on.
Well, he has 3 minutes.
He's got 3 minutes.
Write his name.
Crazy. Dino Verzillo
has 3 minutes.
He would have had both items. That is crazy.
He has 3 minutes.
I know. R-Z-I-L-L-O.
Spray tans, here I come. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ron Thrall, spray tans.
Oh my goodness.
I gave you a spray tan.
We talked about it. That's why he's saying that. We know that. I know.
Let's talk about it again. I gave you a spray tan.
No, let's not.
Why not? It was fun. We can do a live video doing spray tans.
I'll spray tan you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get a spray tan. We got 9 minutes to talk about spraying, brushing, and rolling and stuff.
That's the big thing out of tonight is we really want you to think about what you're doing and why. Think about the result you want and what's the best way to get there. And so not just saying, I only do this. You're not going to grow and you're not going to improve.
Yeah, I think what is important when we put out just on Instagram, Facebook, these little 30-second, 1-minute clips, people, firing off these negative messages like, no back rolling, calling us losers and cheap painters. I mean, I think it'd be best if you just, pose the question, the respectful question, just why did you just decide not to back roll in this instant? That way we can just answer back, and then you would learn something, other people would learn something. It would start a thread that where we can all learn. Because what happens is a lot of people get on here. I wouldn't say a lot, but there's a handful of people that get on there and say really nasty things. And somebody, But
then a lot of people say great things. But the whole point is we want everybody to think.
I'm just saying and then what happens is when they're really nasty, then I have to block them. So if you're really nasty on Instagram, we just block you.
Because we want to be in an environment where you're safe to really ask questions.
Thank you, Andrew.
we want it to be a safe environment,
Look, Andrew suggests spray tanning John.
Now that would be good. I am all for that.
John or Zach. We'll spray tan John or Zach. I think that would be awesome.
In the middle of winter. When there's snow on the ground.
That would be even better.
We'll
put like one of those sleds out there in the snow, and then we'll have them stand on the sled, and then we'll just give them a spray down.
Yeah, that would be good.
So I think Dino...
That would be good. Is Dino here?
No. Dino, sorry, Dino.
No more Dino.
Let me... John says time's up. So here we go. Dino would have won.
Can you ask Chris to talk about why he only brushes log home instead of spraying the stain?
So on a log home, let me pick a winner and then I'll discuss that. Revoke the picked win. Now this poor guy's going to be bummed when he sees this live show.
Yeah.
All his buddies are going to call him up and say, "Did you just see that you just won?" Thank you, Justin. Spray tan with the cap spray. I've sprayed tan my daughter several times. Cesar Carlos Moreno. Cesar Carlos Moreno. You got 3 minutes to verify.
To be here, Cesar Carlos Moreno. Type it in. Cesar Carlos Moreno.
Paul Peavy's on. Eric Fallout Guy is on.
So you were just saying.
Pro Finish Painting, Regina. My Angels Painting Lopez. Oh, What a Night is on.
Okay, but you're
Jake Jones.
You're saying why you are. I'm typing in who won. You need to tell them.
Cesar Moreno.
Why can't I type?
Just what was the question?
Why you brush a log cabin?
Okay, a brush a log cabin. Very good question. We did a log cabin. We did several log cabins this year. We have
a log cabin.
We have a log cabin, and we paint and we stain up in
the mountains,
McCall and Tamarack and stuff up there. We don't just brush it. To get the stain on fast, we spray it with an airless sprayer, and then we back brush it. So I mean, you can get it on so much faster. I mean, literally like 10 times faster than if you were just dipping it in a bucket and brushing it. You want to spray it, and we have somebody spray, and then we typically have 1 to 2 guys back brushing right behind the sprayer, applying the stain. And we don't use oil-based stains. We typically use only water-based products. So, hopefully that answers the questions. We do brush, but we apply the product first with a sprayer. So we mask off the windows, we mask off the doors, because we don't want overspray getting on the windows and doors like that. If there's stuff we got to put drop cloths down, we put drop cloths and stuff. So yeah.
So how about a deck? Because you do the same.
Good question. So
when you do a deck.
Yeah. So when decks is another thing. A deck is wood. They're typically real wood, and that's going to have splits and checks and pores. And you need to put. It's just like a fence. You need to brush and roll a deck. You get it on. You can get it on with like a 9-inch or an 18-inch roller fast, but it's good to brush it. We like to brush it and lay it out. So we got to pick another winner. But we do use an airless sprayer. So you got your 6-inch. I'll tell you. I got an eliminate this winner. Repick. Here we go. Repick. Sorry, Caesar. You could have won a Titan cap spray sprayer from Titan.
Gotta be here. You have to be here.
Here we go. Oh, and I know this name. Guess who just won?
Who?
Guess what? He was the first one on the show tonight.
Yay!
Chad Rockman won.
Oh, yay! So happy for you.
So we know that I'm not cheating. There it is. Chad Rockman won.
Oh, Marchi was the first on and he's left.
Maybe he's gone.
Oh, Chad, please don't have left.
Is Chad still on the show?
That would be so bad.
He better jump on and say he's on. He was on like an hour and 20 minutes early.
Yes, and you were talking to him.
I was talking to Chad.
Okay, we got to see.
Chad, you better be there.
I hope you didn't leave. I hope you didn't leave.
You will. He's
won.
He's won a bunch of stuff before.
Yeah, but I think this is probably the biggest winner.
Yeah, that's the biggest item we've given away. Let's give away a Paint Life shirt now. We're going to give away a Paint Life shirt and a couple stickers. So we're going to give away a Paint Life shirt to, let's see, get a number. Get ready, John. I'm going to type a number into John right now. Here we go, John.
And we got a wrap.
Yep, we're gonna give a Paint Life shirt and some
congratulations,
and 2 stickers
Chad.
away. So here we go. Here's the number, John.
You should know how to email me your address. So I should have your address.
I just texted John a number. It's between 50 and 100. Take and guess the number, and you'll get a Paint Life shirt. Bam. So here we go. Between 50 and 100. Let your guesses roll, and John's gonna find somebody, and then we're gonna give away. To one person, 2 stickers.
Oh man, and I got stickers to mail from. We give stickers out on Instagram and Facebook. Chris does those throughout the week.
Yeah.
And so you need to go. He does little videos.
I gave away this week, and I gave away on the weekend. I gave away shirts, Paint Life shirts, and stickers on our live shows.
And I still
on
have
Facebook
to mail those, so I'll do that.
They're going to be coming out. So if you want to win shirts, look at the feed, how crazy it's going.
It is crazy.
I don't know. John's
more crazy than you.
That's
okay.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook if you want more chances to win swag, cool stuff, shirts, even hats. We give away our hats. We got them all in now, so I don't know if John's going to find that.
We'll let him do that. But we just want to thank you for being with us tonight, and we want to thank Titan for donating or giving the Maximum Elite the cap spray. It's a great time of year for the cap spray. That's what we're going to start using a lot of. I want to personally thank Mike Collins from Titan. Mike Collins from Titan is the absolute bomb. The guy, working with him.
He's been so gracious working, and giving us stuff to give away on our shows and give away to our followers and to try out and test. I mean, the guy is amazing.
So
and I'm so thankful
Mike.
I met him.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that he's provided this stuff. So, yeah, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much, Titan, for helping make this show what it is.
Yeah,
and Jim Reimer. Jim Reimer.
Type it in.
Jim Reimer, you're the winner of this. You got to email us. John will tell you what the email address. John will type it in.
So
Jim is the winner.
Yeah. So just thank you for being with us. And, I think the thing is if we could all just slow down and think about what we're doing and why. And then when you learn a better way, share it with us so that we can share it with everybody else. And so that's the type of community we want to be a part of. We want to educate. We want to equip. We want to empower, people to finish their projects. But we want to learn too. And Chris, every day he'll learn something new. He'll learn from new guys. He'll learn from other painters when he runs into them. And so, that's what we want to do. We want to improve as our trade, bring the bar up. Yeah.
So the big thing is we do want to answer your guys' questions. We want to help you. If you own a painting company, we want to make your guys' painting company successful. We want you to make lots of money, do good quality work. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, we want to help you complete your project and get it done and make it look like a professional painter. So ask us questions. You can ask us questions on Instagram. You can ask us questions on Facebook and stuff. But I mean, the big thing, just ask them, I think, respectfully. Sometimes people have a tendency to ask or make disrespectful comments when it's an opportunity to learn. We're out here to once again equip, empower, and to educate you guys and teach you, and so that's our goal. I mean, we really do. We want to help you out. And,
and to really think about what we're doing. And so, anyways,
and
have a great night.
Here's another. So I knew we wouldn't be able to get to the other stuff that Titan provided. Titan provided the transfer pump. They provided a remote pot, and they provided and a PPS gun, and I'm going to give those away on live this week, live on Facebook. Okay. So you got to stay tuned. John, I'm going to do a live show with John sometime this week on Facebook where we're going to give those 3 items away. So you got to stay tuned on Facebook, and that's going to happen this week while we're outside painting. This is the last item we're giving away. We're giving away 2 stickers to 1 person. Here we go. And the number is, I'm going to text John a number.
Oh, my goodness.
And this is the last giveaway for the night.
Thank you, Andrew, for being with us.
So the number is, it's between 1 and 50. This is your last chance to win the Idaho Painter sticker and a Paint Life sticker. Bam. Those 2 right there. Make your guess, and we'll watch the feed go. And we'll be signing off.
Time.
It's kind of, it's just about time. So we'll just see... John gets a winner here. The number is between 1 and 50.
Yeah, Eric said what day for Facebook. You just, I get notifications. So if you follow and if you like, when they go live, you'll get a notification on your phone saying Idaho Painter is about to go live. And that's how you find that out. So you got to make sure you subscribe, you like. You push the little bell button because that tells you also.
I really want to try to do the live thing with Facebook tomorrow, and this is why. And I'm going to try to because we are painting the house all black.
Oh, that is going to be great. All black.
We are painting the house tomorrow. The whole entire house is black. Fascia's black. Window trim's black. The whole thing is pure black. It's going to be flat black.
Kind of exciting.
All the trim is going to be gloss black trim with a flat black body. So... it's going to be crazy.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it'll be cool to do a live show and have that in the background, people can see it. So John, I know you're on here. Make sure we got to take some before and after shots and some before and after videos. We don't want to if I show up late and the thing's all painted black, that wouldn't be okay. Looks like John's got a winner. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night, Juan.
Oh,
what a night. You're the winner of the 2 stickers.
So you got to email us your address.
These are not cheap stickers. These are
IdahoPainter.com.
No. Live
write
show.
it. You got to type it in.
Live show.
Yes.
Live show at the-idaho-painter.com. My stickers are, these are super expensive, really nice, high quality stickers. They are not cheap.
Type it in. Type it in.
John's there. He could
Okay.
Live. You gotta, anybody that's Juan, you need to.
Leslie, I want to see the house, a picture of the black house to share with us.
Leslie wants to see it?
No, she has the black house to share with us. Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's her house or somebody else's, but
send us a picture, Leslie. Oh, John already typed it?
Good job.
All right.
Thank you so much for being with us, and keep on painting.
Keep on painting.
Keep on painting.
You're trying to shut this thing down like fast. So let me get to the button. We got to get to the button. The stop stream, because, and then we got to like do it. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Like, you're going to say out? Everybody, thank you once again for being with us on our live show. We hope to see you next Monday. We hope to see you on Facebook Live, because we're giving away some more cool Titan stuff, possibly tomorrow. Out. And
goodbye.
Out.